now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke
now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Saquon.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's good for an Eagles.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
By Kyle
so after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often, 2nd and 24. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And it'll be a gain of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
A gain of 6 yards.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Set.
He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself.
The quarterback
and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. A first down carry for Henry. Down inside the 40.
Derrick Henry.
I think we all suspected that they were going back there after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
It's a gain of
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and goal,
Here's
Baltimore.
Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
180!
Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one forward.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Isaiah
He had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
For the Ravens field goal.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
17.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Trimmer.
They're going to run it with Barkley.
The two-point
And
conversion
he is into the end zone again. Get in some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line.
Already.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now it's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain
Drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry.
Jackson's pass.
Now the Ravens going to use
Derrick
one of their
Henry.
timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until
At the
halftime.
Eagles' 44-yard line.
Second and 6.
180. 180.
Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Rashad Bateman. It's a
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And
Jackson's pass
for a
complete
Ravens
to
touchdown.
Rashad Bateman. Touchdown,
Rashad
Baltimore.
Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Eagles 8. Tyler Luton to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing is Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Tyler Luton to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
They've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them, and now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
These guys got to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 4th down, Barkley. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So where all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
First and 10.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch. The defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it.
A minimal
gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Good, set. On anyone, hit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
73.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run forward quickly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 16. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Now Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 27 yards.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout.
33-yard
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
No touch.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson now. And this one's
Jackson's
incomplete.
Pass, intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Hopkins.
Jackson's pass.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore
getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
First down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run again with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. So they'll come up now. This is 2nd and
Brings up
1.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete.
Jackson
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
We're backed up here.
Brings up
Tough
3rd
spot,
down
needing
and
11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews.
Jackson's
This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
63. No touch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
4 yards on
and as the
pickup.
2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a game in the 15. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
At the 50-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. We'll say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
A gain of 19
as they'll
yards.
stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Now Jackson going deep for Hopkins. And he's got it inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
It's a pickup of 44 yards.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Jake
So
Elliott
it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Quick, ready?
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Mark Andrews.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another Baltimore first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
Jackson.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Derrick Henry.
With all the success they've had throwing the
9-yard
football as a
gain on the
pass
play.
rusher, you know you've got to go hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher, win the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And this is a touchdown. Now, it's
Derrick
not over
Henry
yet,
on
but
the
they
carry.
draw first
Touchdown,
blood here in this
Baltimore.
overtime.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after
Tyler
that.
Loop
And he not only
for
picks
the
up the
extra
first,
point.
but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra
His
point
kick
right
is
down
good.
the middle. And they
Makes
will
the
take
score.
a 7-point
Ravens
lead.
31. Eagles 24.
Now after the
Tyler
touchdown,
Luke to
Luke
kick off
back
for
out to
Baltimore.
kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to
The Eagles
23-yard
take
line.
over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Great, set. On anyone, hit. They'll touch it.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Back at the 24-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A stop here is a game winner in overtime. Here comes 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's a win here for the Ravens, and it was just too much Lamar Jackson. He really played well.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Typical body of a donut, that's so typical. Turn like a god, that's so typical. Really still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical. It's so typical, the visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave. I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake. I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great. I'm getting used to change. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of the dominance, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Sugar in a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jook up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll put through north to the voice get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I
link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I got it fine with darling, baby, jet.
Supermodel, that's so typical. Body of Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a goat, that's so typical. Please don't modest, that's so typical. Supermodel, that's so typical. Body of Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a goat, that's so typical. Please don't modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, I'm so cynical, so don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna bust it out, the ridicule. It's so typical.
If all the think they girls don't be, if you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause a side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a don't, then a girl do it better. If a don't, you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. 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 She see it all, even if it's big or small. Do you know where your girl is? But she not at home with ya. Cause the last time I checked, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. If a don't, then a girl do it better. If a don't, you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza. Not a civilian, I'm a citizen. Green around the world, looking militant. I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Michelin.
What?
I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim, flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, mouth a pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's
Dallas Multipass.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. Why you stunting on the block? You can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.
To you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Alright, all your men have been in jail before. Whoa, and all the motherfuckers you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You going from the dog or some bum. Alright, they go to click. Now I'm 1-1. All over some dump. Ain't that some? It's remind me of club. Every time you come around, it's like, I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, alright, Slim? So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Tried to diss you, that's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you they got you thinking that you Superman, I got the kryptonite. Come on, the mic, that's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother, I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them, who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rings so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put them in the stand. You keep off, unless you tryna end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When nobody burn out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma flung out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest, but it's hard to digest with the size of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon'
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this one post to post. 97 yards.
Touchdown,
Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, a dream start to this one. The opening kickoff taken back all the way for the first points of the game.
And each one of these teams, Mike, they've spent the entire week discussing how can we get off to a fast start. Well, you don't get out to much of a fast start in returning the opening kickoff of the game. It's a dream start, as you said, and man, you just don't draw it up much better than that.
Tyler Luke to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Covey on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
No touch that. Anyone, no.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. Room to run right away. Inside the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way.
On the carry.
70 yards.
Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line
Jake
does
Elliott
its job.
for the point
And
after.
back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly
The
right.
kick is
He might
good.
get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
7 apiece. And the kick's away. And he will not
The
attempt to
Ravens
return,
take over
so this
1st
will
and
come
10
out now to the
at their own
35-yard line.
35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry.
Derrick
And a
Henry
nice
is a
run.
ball carrier.
Get him about 9.
He was brought down
It'll
at the
bring up 2nd
45-yard
down.
line. 10 yards.
Well, Mike, you
on
know the old saying, the more tight
It's
ends on the
second
field,
and
the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the team picking up a good game.
And he's going to pick up the first down
Derrick
across
Henry.
midfield and down at the 49.
A gain of 6.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
No touch that. Anyone, Carl Yeti. No touch.
A shotgun snap now hurts. On the move left. He's going to tuck it and go. to the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there.
A gain of 10 yards.
10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down. So not
it's a gain of
quite
10.
First and goal.
First
it's
down,
first
Eagles.
and 10. They're pretty close. Mark down at the 6.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Great, set.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
Hurts
and he is going
the
the wrong
to number
way.
26,
Tackled back
Saquon
at the
Barkley.
7.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, here's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth
down.
and goal. Elliott's kick.
The field goal is
good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that
over
one go.
first and 10.
Go through the end zone.
At their own
It's a touchdown.
35-yard line.
I fly United, never spirited. Only restaurant is gonna be Michelin. What? I mean Michelin, traveling on dividends. She said that I'm born like a not this symbol is. I'm getting paid, talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name Green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Second and 2.
There's no more
At the
efficient
43-yard
play
line.
in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Hopkins first
And the
catch.
Baltimore
Good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike,
10 yards
how well
on the
can you
pickup.
change
It's
directions?
second
How
and
fast
inches.
can you get your body
At the
from one
Eagles'
direction to
32-yard
another? And
line.
when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the
Jackson's
receiver
pass.
even knew what was
Intended
going
for
on.
Mark Andrews.
That's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Searching for his Pro Bowl
Eugene
tight end Mark
on the
Andrews that
coverage.
time. And it's going to bring up a third down. Now Jackson gets a designed run. And he will have the Ravens first down. He gets 5.
5-yard gain.
And needed only a yard.
That's good for a
I know it's
Baltimore
early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down
First and
territory.
10 at the
Certainly now the coach
27-yard
doesn't have to
line.
make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And
Jackson's
he's close to
pass.
another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. at the 17-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Sit hot, hot. Sit hot. Yo. Sit hot.
Here's the toss right side to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that one's incomplete. It really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Now Jackson on 4th down. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
180. What is it?
Henry is in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Touchdown. Loop is back out to kick this one away. Britton Covey now on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Crowd left Yanni. Don't touch that. Hey, easy 60. 180.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets up past the 35.
And an Eagles.
When you're defending Jalen Hurts, Mike, the challenge is not only do you have to try to take away all the weapons at his disposal, but you have to account for him as a runner. And in this case, that's exactly what the offense dials up, and you can see why.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
Great, set. And anyone hit? No touch.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward, pick up 3. Marlon Humphrey is there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align. And tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally track down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
It's 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Up in here, I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk. Put him in the shit. You keep off. If you trying to end up, if I end up there, that end up. You just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight.
No touch that. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
On 2nd down, Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. Now the Eagles use the last of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 10.
No touch.
First down, Eagles.
180, 180. No touch.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Here's a shot towards the end zone.
Hurts.
And that ball
intended
out of
for
reach
A.J.
toward
Brown.
the sideline.
Incomplete.
It'll be an incomplete.
James Wiggins on the
He
cover.
was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts will try it again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
Eagles 10.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Covey now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
No touch that. 180, 180. Hey, easy. 63, 63. No touch.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. That one down the field, but
Intended
it is
for A.J.
incomplete.
Brown.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time.
Brings up 2nd and 10
And 2nd
at the
down.
24-yard line.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he nearly got
Saquon
free.
Barkley
But
on the
as it
carry.
is, gain of
Kyle
6.
Van Noy on
And
the
it sets up
tackle.
3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
No touch.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He worked not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough.
gain
They
of
convert
4 yards.
on 3rd down.
And an Eagle.
And the thing about Saquon is he's not just a home run hitter. We see him those highlight long chunk plays that he's able to generate. But
First down.
he knows in these gotta-have-it moments, 3rd and short situations, he's going to pick up those tough yards when you need them.
No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He runs with it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
He
at
tried to
the
buy
40-yard
all the
line.
time he could, but
It's
when he
a
saw
pickup
that
of 6.
space, he quickly
Brings up
turned from
2nd
thrower
and
to
4.
runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
No touch that. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Kyle Yeti. easy. 63,
Dotson,
63,
the man in motion.
No touch.
Now Barkley. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of
The
4
offensive
yards.
line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it.
First down.
He's able to pick up the first down.
60. Anyone, eh? No touch.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that will lead to a second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense. But the window closed up so quickly, they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little shortly of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up third.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch. But I can promise you, the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. First down.
When done correctly, like this is just such a good percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
First and 10.
Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd. Great. Set. On anyone else. Go Silver. Ready? No touch.
Hurts working in the pistol. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Second and 10.
Tiger Hornet. No touch. Set. On anyone else. Yanni. No touch.
Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Hovering very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He's going to pick up the first down and more. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Again, Hurts. He'll buy time left. Oh, he's trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11.
And the
quickly pick up the first down.
First down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38.
It's not. What? 180. Shut up.
Now Jackson. Flowers with the catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Flowers.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
180! 180!
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. The defense not fighting. They stay at home. They tackle him for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
A couple
That's
first
good
downs,
for a
and the football's
Baltimore
out to the
first
48-yard
down.
line as they come up first and 10. That's going to be
Jackson's
incomplete.
pass
Coverage
intended
very
for Derrick
stout.
Henry.
He'll bring up second down.
It's second down and
Sometimes
10.
it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are under.
Jackson's pass.
We got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with the conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning. Put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
On third down, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins.
Jackson's pass.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. That is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
They couldn't get the
intended for
connection
Zay
on fourth.
Flowers.
Gonna give the
Incomplete.
ball over on
Result
down.
of the play is a turnover on
You know,
down.
more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first
That's
down.
good for an Eagles.
Plenty of time.
First
All
down.
3 timeouts left. It's
First and 10
10.
at the 37-yard line.
Great, set. Anyway, man. Tiger Swamp. Hey, easy, 60,
Dotson, the man
63,
in motion.
No touch.
Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 33-yard
Second
line.
and 6
Come
coming up.
Silver, ready? No touch set. All right, anyway, crowd left Yeti. Hey. Man. No touch.
They'll drop to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is caught.
Hurts
What a
pass.
throw.
Complete to A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now
Jake
this,
Elliott
an
on for the
important
point
extra
after.
point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra
The
point
kick
up
is good.
and good, so the lead
Makes the
is
score
3
Eagles
here in
17.
the late stages of the game.
14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He's going to let that to bring this
The
one
Ravens
out.
take over
Probably a
first
wise
and 10
decision.
at their
As
own
this ball comes out to
35-yard
the
line.
35. Here's first down.
180. What a shot.
Back to throw. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
Derrick Henry.
And they will bring him down on the
It's a
other
gain
side
of
of
22
midfield.
yards.
And
And
as
the
for
Baltimore
22
first down.
yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What a shot.
Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw here,
Jackson's
right side.
pass
Falls
intended for
incomplete.
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, the
Incomplete.
intended receiver.
Quinyon Mitchell.
And it'll lead
on
to
the
a
coverage.
second down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit hot. 180. Sit hot.
Here's Jackson. believe it?